What's up, you guys, man? This is Grab a Beer Podcast, man. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Thank y'all for being here today, man. Hey, a lot has went down. A lot has been settled. We got the MVP ladder coming up. Do we have a new number one, or does it stay the same? We got the power rankings coming up. But first, we're going to start with the recap, man. Let's recap. Let's recap what's going on, man, around the league. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. Week 7 recap. Let's go. So, we are going to start with the London game. The New England Patriots was defeated by the Jacksonville Jaguars 32-16. Biggs had 2 TDs, man. Went crazy, man. Did his thing. And everything like that. Jaguars are 2-5 now. So let's see what happens with that. Then we got Seattle going in to the Falcons' place. Walking in, taking a trap over. Kirk Cousins probably had his worst game of the year, I would say. But Geno Smith did his thing. DK Metcalf did get injured, so addition by subtraction. Hopefully that he's, heals up and gets ready and everything like that, man. Then we move on down. We got the Bills dominating the Titans. Zach. Mason Rudolph got the start for the Titans. This was Amari Cooper's first game. With the Bills, he scored a touchdown in there. Keon Coleman is starting to liven up and go crazy. So, I'm ready to see what's going down. I'm ready to see what's up with that. Then the Bengals finally got over the hump and beat the Browns. All of their wins came on the road. The Bengals, they haven't won a game at home yet. But the Browns, they lost to Deshaun Watson to a ruptured Achilles injury. Even though, all the situations going on with him, it's still a sad situation. You never want to see a player get hurt. But for all you Browns fans that was cheering and everything, this is why the Browns will never be shit, never win shit, never will win shit, never be shit. Because y'all cheered when that man was on the ground, thriving in pain, crying tears. Y'all some rude individuals, some rude people. That's why y'all never be shit. Got it. Moving on to the next, man. We had the not Tennessee. We had the Texans going to Green Bay and lost a nail-biter to the Packers by Brandon McManus, game-winning field goal. Jordan Love did his thing, took him down on a game-winning drive and did that. Joe Mixon went crazy for the Texans, but it was not enough. It was not enough. Then the Colts beat the Dolphins, man. This was Anthony Richardson's first game back. He looked like Anthony Richardson. Hit and miss. The Dolphins supposed to be getting Tua back this week, so that could be a big thing for them. So we're going to see how that turns out and how that goes. One of the games of the weeks, man, we got the Lions going into Minnesota and dominating. Not dominating. No, I'm not bad. I didn't mean to say dominating. And winning 31-29. Jared Goff had an amazing game today. Yesterday. No, Sunday. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, Jared Goff had an amazing game, man. Only threw 3 incompletions. Went crazy. They won with a late game winning field goal. Sam Darnold acquitted himself well. The team did too. It just wasn't. They needed more first downs, man. And they couldn't get one in the end, and the Lions went down and scored and won the game. So that's ended that story. Saquon got his full-on revenge against the Giants. He had 176 yards rushing and a TD. He went crazy. Jalen Hurts had 3 touchdowns. They played very efficient ball, winning 28-3. Then the Rams, they put on a show. Psych, nah, they didn't put on no show. The Rams ended up winning 20-15 against the Raiders, who lost their starting quarterback, Aiden O'Connell, to a thumb injury, man. So heal up, rest up from that. Then we had the Panthers and Commanders. The Commanders dominate the Panthers 40-7. Jaden Daniels did leave the game with a rib injury. They're hoping that he can get back and everything and get ready to play. But Marcus Mariota acquitted himself really well in that game, man. He played really, really, really well. Shout out to Marcus Mariota, man. Forever Oregon Duck. But then we have the Chiefs in a Super Bowl rematch beating the 49ers 28-18. That defense is very dominant. We got 3 picks off of Brock Purdy. Patrick Mahomes did just enough to win the game, and he used his legs to win it this time. Ran over a guy on his way to the end zone. Mahomes, like I said, Mahomes is at that point in his career where whatever it takes to win is what Mahomes is going to do. That's just what it is. And then they did. The 49ers is beat up. I mean, they Debo didn't play. Ayuk tore his ACL and MCL. Hopefully those 2 guys. I know Debo will be back, but shout out to Ayuk, man. Get healthy, get ready for next year, and And then we had a Sunday night game where the Pittsburgh Steelers dismantled, dominated, obliterated the Jets 37-15. Definitely was a very weird game. It started out crazy. It did. It started out with the Jets scoring 15 points. It was 15-6. With about a minute, a little bit over a minute left till halftime. Beanie Bishop picks the ball off. Instant momentum change. Steelers go down and score. Steelers don't let up another point. Meanwhile, the Steelers scored on all 4 of their second half drives. Shout out to Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited. Let me apologize to you because I called you all kind of names and stuff like that. I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. We rolling with you. We rolling with you. Unlimited. So let's lock in with that and everything. Then we had the Monday night games. Baltimore Ravens dominate the Buccaneers. Don't let the score fool you. 41-31. Don't let it fool you. Lamar Jackson had 5 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, 169 yards and a receiving touchdown. They both went crazy. Their names will be mentioned a little later in the show, though. Then we had the Cardinals beating the Chargers. This was a bad game. It was a bad game, but somebody had to win it. Chargers don't have no receivers. They need to be calling around. They got Ladd McConkey, but that's not going to be enough. He's a rookie, and he's not an outside threat. And you're going to need that. You're going to need that. Cardinals did what they had to do to win the game, man. So, yeah, that recaps Week 7. And now we're moving on to the MVP ladder, man. This week was tough, man, because it's one of those where I had to scroll and see who was I going to, who was I going to pick? I didn't know, man. I'm like, who was I picking on this ladder? Because if you scroll down and you look and you see, and you look and you see, and you look and you see, who's really going crazy this year? So I got 4 names. So number 4 on the list will be Josh Allen, man. Put Josh Allen back on the ladder, man. He's riding the ship. He's definitely riding the ship, and he's doing his thing, man. So shout out to Josh Allen for doing what he do. Definitely deserve to be in the running for sure for it. Number 3. Derrick Henry leads the league in every statistical category for a running back. Very dominant Dominant performance last night. Did what he needed to do. Broke another 81-yard run. Got caught at the end, but that was shoot. He's about to have another 90-yard touchdown on his resume, which is crazy. He got a bunch of them. He got 299 yards. He's Derrick Henry's ridiculous. Just put it like that. Then number 2 on the list, and I don't think he's 2, but you got to put somebody second. That's Jared Goff, man. Shout out to Jared Goff. He got his team winning. He's having an amazing year. I mean, he's like 58 to 68 in his last 3 games, completion percentage wise, all touchdowns. Like, dude has been really dominant, man. He's been really dominant. So we're gonna see what happens with that right there. And then for number 1, Action Jackson. Lamar Jackson, y'all, man. Shout out to him, man. Going crazy. He had another 5 touchdown night. He's doing his thing. Dude is just going crazy right now, man. He's just on the pathway and on the streak. He's just playing well. He's not trying to win. He's not trying to win the MVP. He's just playing really well, and he just might so happen to win MVP. So yeah, man. Shout out to him. He's at the top of my leaderboard for MVP. Let's move on to the power rankings, man. Let's go top 5. At number 5. Number 5. 5. It's tough. But I think for number 5, I am going to... I'm going to go ahead and pick... Because it's between Buffalo and Texans. I'm going to put Buffalo in there for this week. So Buffalo at number 5. Number 4. This is power rankings. Number 4. I'm putting number 4. I'm gonna put the Vikings. I'm gonna put the Vikings at 4. I had to drop them down. At 3, I'm gonna put the Baltimore Ravens at 3. At 2, even though I think they might be 1, I'm going to put the Detroit Lions at 2. So Detroit at 2. And the number 1 team in the NFL, until further notice, Kansas City Chiefs, man. I think Mahomes just got them winning. They're winning. In whatever way they need to win. You need points, I can go get points. You need no points, I can go get no points and still be effective on the game. So with that being said, yeah, that is the power rankings. Chiefs, Lions, Ravens, Vikings, Bills. That's the top 5 power rankings. I appreciate all the love and support. I want to thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for joining me today. This is Grab a Beer Podcast. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Until next time. Peace.